What's up guys, Phoenix here with, I think it's the 4th German SPA in the German tree. And finally one with a decent gun. This, as usual, has the longest name. How else could we go in Germany? There are two names, which are probably the most common. One of them is this gauge and says 3.7 cm Flak 36 auf Selbstfahrerlafet Sonderkraftfahrzeug 6/2. Yeah, spare me the numbers at least. So it's basically something like 37mm Flak 36 cannon on a self-propelled carrier's Sd.Kfz 6/2. It's also called with the same beginning, but after auf we have Fahrgestell zu Kraftwagen 5 Tonnen. Fahrgestell, I have no clue what it means, but it's probably something like self-propelled installation or something, and zu Kraftwagen means something like a tractor vehicle, I believe. So, this tractor in the version 6/1 that was unarmed was developed as an artillery tractor. It was developed for a German cannon. Let's get those walls down. Don't want them getting in my way and concealing enemies. So like I said, this is an artillery tractor developed for LEFH-18 or the full name would be something like Leichter Feldhaubice 18, which means Light Field Howitzer 18. And despite the name, it was actually introduced in 20s or 30s. As for the tractor itself, it was developed in the 30s. Shit, didn't see the guy too well. Oh well, I screwed it up. For now, let's wait a moment until some planes arrive. Shoot them instead. So, in the first half of the war, this version was developed, 6/2, and it was, as you can see, an anti-aircraft vehicle with around 300-400 produced, and there was also a third variant, 6/3, which was very similar to M3 half-track with 57mm anti-tank cannon in the American, I believe, 3. Yeah, I think it was American. There's a plane, but I think it's friendly. It is indeed. Let's wait some more. Actually, let's not get too far left, because maybe some guys will snipe me from that area. Anyway. So, as I was saying, the third variant was an anti-tank variant. This was pretty much it. Therefore, we are done with history, and let's talk about the vehicle itself. So, as usual, I start from armament. Like I said, we have a 37mm cannon, which is finally some better gun on an SPA in the German tree. It's quite a good gun, this BR, both against tanks and against planes. There are several reasons for that. What the hell, bro? Wait, here's some engine. Probably Panzer 4C. So anyway, first of all, we have 4 types of ammunition available. Actually, wait, that one. Yeah. I can hear the plane. No, that's ours. Yeah, as you can see, it can deal with enemy ground targets at this BR easily. The reason consists in the belt, among other things, which has strong APHE rounds. Oh, there's an enemy plane. And he crashed, damn it. You're robbing me of publicity, hey! Oh, there's another one. Okay, no skin off my nose then, I suppose. It's a bit too far. Let's try anyway. Nobody coming from that direction? No, not for now. But this guy is coming back and there's another... Whoa, whoa! Alright. Managed to get him. Fortunately. There are two more. It's one. Come on, Russian scrap. Perish already. Nice. Oh, come on. Cease and desist. SMG fire. Any other enemy plane? Not. Oh, ooh. Sneaky little. Yeah, so as you can see, the biplanes don't really stand a chance against this cannon. At least as long as you can aim it. Oh, that was lucky. So, as I was saying, we have four types of ammo. Default is a mix of fragmentary and armor-piercing high explosive. Yet another guy. But I'm not using this. I'm also not using fragmentary, which is the second belt. The third belt is the APHE alone, which I'm using against tanks, but currently I'm using the better version of the fragmentary belt, which is this one, high explosive incendiary tracer. It's quite good. It has quite a punch. As you can see, the planes are coming down quite easily. There's some guy approaching from the front with a tank. No thank you. Bye bye. Second plane is ours, okay. What's the bet that that guy was coming here for revenge? Let's see, Kate, so they kill such a guy. Yeah, so this belt, those two belts are what you want to use. You should have mostly... Alright, never mind. You should have mostly that high explosive one and take some of the armor piercing high explosive for ground targets. The cannon is very good at this BR. We have a nice zone, the rangefinder is normal, it turns around quite quickly, both in the horizontal and in the vertical plane. If there is one thing that is a problem with the cannon, is that it has a small blind spot in the vertical guidance. We have 5 degrees off the 90 degrees. Also, this is a problem. As you can see, you cannot lower the cannon when you aim it forward. Therefore, whenever you expect to encounter enemies, turn around to face them with your S. Shake that booty at them. No enemy planes? Alright, I suppose I can go B then. Have some fun then, if no other enemy plane comes. Another tactic that you can use to avoid getting caught off guard by enemy tanks and immobilized with your cannon being impossible to burn on target is to drive in such serpentine manner, going right, left, right, left, right, left, and so on. Let me see what else about the cannon. Ah yes, the reload is amazing. 0.4 seconds. When you shoot it normally, you won't feel it. When I am using it now, you can see it because my loader's dead. New enemy plane. No, that was the Devoitin radar. While the cannon doesn't have much ammo, as you could See, it's quite effective, the ARMAMENT, so it doesn't really matter. And even if you switch between different ammo types, you can still enjoy absolutely no reload time. As you can see, we are using clips on this one, so this one is a bit of a pity. I think there are 8 rounds in a clip, but again, no reload time means that it doesn't matter. Alright, some guys are on C. Don't see them though. Let me see, any other think about armament? Probably no. We have no machine gun, no anything like that, but there's really no point having it anyway. We have artillery support and that's it. Okay, I suppose I will aim towards C instead, maybe. Kind of clueless where to aim, where to go. Alright, there's some guy on across B. Let's give him some lead. Is that guy there? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this gun has quite a recoil. That's about the only drawback of it. Therefore, especially if you are shooting far away and you want to kill the enemy quickly, absolutely do not be in a hurry and instead, yeah, don't keep your finger on the mouse button, but just step it one by time and again. Because if you shoot too quickly, the recoil will make you miss. Nobody coming behind me? Nope. This place is a bit problematic. Should I retreat maybe from here? Oh, actually maybe I will get my crew replenished on B. Yeah, that's pretty much it regarding armament. Regarding armor, well, there's no armor. Almost literally, only the guys on the cannon have some slight protection against machine guns. So this is the sad news. Okay, let me set up the vehicle facing the right direction. But this is just one problem, I guess. On the other hand, the crew isn't too small, I guess. We're at 4 crew members. Alright, something's coming. Bye bye. But you are still very vulnerable, especially to MG fire. Let me see anything about armor. No, that's pretty much it. Let's talk about the mobility. Well, this one is a bit tricky. We have a decent reverse, but oh, that's a friendly Stuka. Shot down from what I thought was enemy. The problem is with the speed. In Fury you have 50 kilometers max speed, but it takes quite a while for the vehicle to accelerate from standstill. Is there some enemy there? No. Also, the turn is a bit weird because of the half-track design. But it's not really much of an issue. There are no real additional features. As for economy, let me have a look. As for economy, as you can see, we have a modifier 124 for research, which is okay. At this BR, actually quite okay. The actual reward modifier is 60%. I have a 30% booster that I decided to activate because I had nothing to do with it and it was running out of time. So better than this nothing. And the repair cost, as you can see, quite low. Yeah, in terms of general performance, if you know what you are doing and you are taking care to avoid letting others grasp your weaknesses, you can do quite well both against planes and against ground targets. And you can definitely use this SP at a higher BR. Let me see in the tree. This SPA is quite good. in some ways at least. But it doesn't necessarily have to replace this one. Wirbelwind, yeah, this is the better version, and Osvid is better. Those two are better, but I think you can use it until the end of rank 3 otherwise. Again, for suggested tactics, it depends on you. You can take it out against enemy tanks, but like I said, it's best to find some nice firing spot so that you can turn around and shoot at the enemy tanks that are incoming, rather than rush yourself, because again, you can shoot to the front easily. That's pretty much it, I suppose. If you are using it against enemy planes, it's good to come up a bit closer to follow the front line a bit, because I'm not sure how good you can shoot with it from far away. Let me see. That's pretty much it, I suppose. You can definitely include it in your main lineup, both for fun and in the actual combat roles. It deserves it. And your worst enemies are planes that outnumber you. If 2 or more planes attack you at once, that will be tricky for you. Also, anything that gets you with your pants down. So, for example, when you're facing an enemy tank that suddenly appeared, that's when you're in trouble. Also, enemy tanks when they outnumber you, or enemy tanks that are sniping from long distances, like say kilometer away, and you can spot them easily. That's also when you are in trouble. But otherwise, you can give others a run for their money. Right, thank you guys for watching, and until the next time.